crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
I never shed a tear for a so-called friend who stabbed me in the back in the end. I never shed a tear for another bad day. I just kept on going my way. I never shed a tear cause you chose to walk. I got better things to do than listen to you talk. Some burnt bridges behind me, but that's cool. You're better off alone than in the company of fools. And yes, the speakers are bleeding. I abused them too long. Tortured them with horrible, melancholy, sad songs. Must be some kind of crooked magic, the way these lost souls line up to eat some static. I followed those sounds along the train tracks, battled with men in black, trying to get my brain back. And in a few moments I find time to sleep. I dream of fire and brimstone on Bay Street. Anger management, bipolar disorder, pocket full of NY fats, pennies and quarters. Hate monger, maladjusted citizen, make tracks for the delinquent ones raised on Ritalin. Who be those dire straits on the fire escape? Who set fire to the gates of the lies and fakes? On the ground red, won't let go your neck until it snaps. Walking underneath a black overcast. In this hip-hop sandbox, I'm the kid you shouldn't play with. New kid at school, raised by wolves in the wilderness. Eating elbow, macaroni and craft glue. Pissing down the slide, touch my toy truck, I'll smash you. I got a lot of enemies I used to call friends, and a lot of friends that are enemies in waiting. I guess I'm anticipating the eventual fall, and I won't hesitate for a second to call you. I never shed a tear for a so-called friend who stabbed me in the back in the end. I never shed a tear for another bad day. I just kept on going my way. I never shed a tear cause you chose to walk. I got better things to do than listen to you talk. Some burnt bridges behind me, but that's cool. You're better off alone than in the company of fools. Yes, you're better off alone than in the company of fools. You're better off alone than in the company of fools. Have you ever watched an old man slowly die, listening to D. Martin and staring at the sky? Got a head that's heavy with anger and strife, like Ronald Isley catching R. Kelly with his wife. It's a strange life, but I didn't choose it. Can't make a living, might as well make music. At your job it would seem you're just a cog in the machine, walking your hands to the bones for another man's dreams. On your back they build their monetary wealth at the expense of your sanity and health. Where would I find time to rap if not in this factory? What would I rap about if not for struggle and misery, discontent? I write raps and record them. Best believe bad luck is better than boredom. Won't waste my breath asking life to be easy. Trust me, you don't know half the story when you see me. A lot of things in this world seem horribly wrong. As long as it stays interesting, I'll play along. I got an uncle in Guyana, 48 years old. And when his name comes up, there's a story that's told about this man who made beautiful art, who painted pictures in his room all alone after dark. How we lived down on the Essequibo coast, trying to make a living off what he loved the most. But how we smoked a lot and messed around with cocaine, about the bad spirits that nested in his brain. And the evening he came home and fixed something to eat, and saw a snake moving under the bed sheet. So he grabbed a stick and he beat that snake, terrified he wouldn't stop until his arms ached. And when he finally stopped and caught his breath, pulled back the sheet and saw his father lying there dead. Each morning I write a new chapter in a book, drag from dreamland with a rusty fish hook. I think about those dreams the first half of the day. I spend the rest thinking how I'm gonna get my way. The psychic dictatorship will catch many but never me. My volatile brain chemistry rains heavily and it goes up like a time bomb in a bus station, shattering its fleshy encasing. My labor of love is this canvas covered in red, bleeding wounds from the battle I wage in my head. Delirious passions and disturbing visions, pixelated poorly smile of the devil on the television. This house is infested with rats, running around in the dark and fighting over scraps. Police and bandits, bass and treble, peasants, fishermen, holy men and devils, witches and vixens, life and death, poets and murderers, spirit and flesh, pink, orange and red. The sunset is pretty, hanging over top the rotting belly of the city, mocking your futile effort to breathe. You insist on staying, your soul begs to leave. Now of what substance are these men really made? Treat you like a fish, put it all on display. And what's worthwhile living in the last days? Saturated in electromagnetic rays. And what worth is there in what a dead man wrote? Resonating in my skull where the dead words flow. And what about these devils that laugh while we choke? We got plenty of lampposts and plenty of rope. I meditate on the vastness of outer space. It's my only escape from this planet of the apes.